Hi everyone, I'm hoping that you all are doing great. So let's talk about the clause number 4 that's related to context of the organization under ISO 9001. I heard that in my older video there must be some voice issue. I'm thinking that there was. So let's brief that topic again. So I want to discuss about ISO 9001 context of the organization. So you have to just think in that way. You have to just think from the organization's perspective. For example, in an organization you want to set up the quality management system, right? So first three clauses, right, you don't need to check that because that is non-editable clauses that will not be audited at all. It includes your scope of services, it includes your normative references, it includes your documented information. So that these three parts are non-editable. This is just a process. For example, the scope, if scope is defined, that means your quality management system is already in place, but that you just have to put that in action. So in the context of the organization, what you need to do is that you need to check what is the context, where and what is the scope of the products and services which is there already in the organization, and how this is going to, what is the process that the process workflow is following up in order to you know dedicatedly give it to the client. The output, of course, we are talking about the output here, right? You have to deliver something either in the form of products, either in the form of services. So whether all, just because of that process is followed, is it defined in your quality management system? That okay, you have to check the quality of a certain product or service, right? You have to check that, and you need to know that okay, this is the quality processes or procedures or policies you need to follow. Because if that is not in your organization, then how can you follow that? ISO 9001 basically includes the quality management system. So there is a dedicated quality management system must be there in the organization on which the projects and the processes are audited. Right? For example, there are different processes in an organization, and one sample is picked out of it, and that will be audited. How the services are rendered or delivered to their to their clients, what are the quality parameters they are following, how they're tracking their performance. This is what it means in the quality management system. So there must be a whole manual, guide, policy and procedures, there must be there, right? So that includes in the context of the organization. So this needs to be there automatically, and it should be there. On the other hand, if I'm talking about the another clause is leadership. So leadership plays a really important role, because without leadership there will nothing to be created. That is the binding force for it, which needs to be there in order to implement quality management system. If they are not in favor, then how this can be implemented in the process and how that can be tracked accordingly. There must be a clients, there are clients asks for the audits. There must be a compliance section in their contracts which they need to track their services, and they want the delivery to be tracked by a quality professional which is there in the organization, which is present as a quality analyst role, or we can say the role as a delivery excellence, right? So this is how the leadership comes into picture. They need to regulate everything from the top to bottom, and it transfers to their other resources must know about it. We'll talk later about resources part and how they are taking taking the verge of it on that ground. We'll talk that later. But first of all, you need to just put this thing clear in your mind that quality management system is basically maintaining quality management system. You just need to, every organization must having a different domain to be followed, so they are following different policies, procedures on the org level. My organization is following something different. There must be a different artifact. If I'm talking about another organization, they are following up the same processes are there, but the manuals, the policies will differ as per the scope. So for example, I'm in the TCS. For example, I'm in the TCS, and there is a different module altogether for quality management system. Is a different QMS maintained mentioned in their portal. So you need to go through it. When you go through it, you will be able to see every artifact, every policy is there, maintained, tracked, for the delivery people who are already working in the organization, because they have to be tracked by someone, no, right? So they have to be tracked by someone, by some mean. So this is what it means actually. I'm hoping that it's clear to you. We'll consider the another topics for sure on that. Thank you.